Alrighty, what's going on, guys? We are finally live after an hour and 25 minutes of a delay because of the rain. We're getting a return here to start, so let's just get underway. Here is Turpin, gets out to the 25, 30, 35, penalty down, and this will be most likely being brought back. But I was sitting here and I'm like, okay, there's a weather delay, should be like a half hour, right? And well, obviously, I didn't know it was gonna be a half hour. I thought it'd be like more like an hour. But I mean, actually, it's gonna be a false start on the Steelers or illegal formation on Kazee, so they will get an extra 5 yards there. But anyway, and I'm like, oh my god! And then it's turning out to an hour and 20 minutes, and I'm like, Mama Mia, like, come on now, like, let's go. Ain't got time for this. All right, so the Cowboys actually going to start on the 43-yard line. Prescott starts out in the shotgun, fake to Vaughn. Prescott throws near the sideline, caught by CeeDee Lamb, who was tackled immediately outside by TJ Watt. You don't typically see TJ Watt out there playing in coverage, but he makes a tackle there. And of course, CeeDee Lamb, the number one target. Dak Prescott through 4 weeks, 64% completion percentage, 1,072 yards. That's third in the NFL. 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a quarterback rate of 93.6. So a decent start for Dallas this year. They're at 500, 2-2. 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw wide open near the sideline. First down. That is Spanford, the tight end. And you don't see much of him as the Cowboys have a bit of problems when it comes to receiving core. Obviously, no Brandon Cooks this week. He's on IR. CeeDee Lamb is really going to be your top target. And you just see he gets out there in motion. Nobody picks him up. And Roberts, the linebacker, that's whose assignment. He had that assignment, just couldn't make the play. And now here's Rico Dowdle. And he gets a yard there. The Cowboys have struggled when it comes to rushing. They are the worst team in the NFL when it comes to running the football. They also have one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. So they have not been able to do anything good when it comes to the run game. See CeeDee Lamb in motion. Prescott screen to Lamb. Trying to make a move, gets brought down by Roberts and Mika Fitzpatrick. It's about a 4-yard gain there for him. And you still see it's a bit cloudy out there. The ground is obvious, or the turf is obviously going to be wet. So nothing really going to go too deep, I would assume. And CeeDee Lamb this year already on track for 1,000 yards, has 323 receiving yards. Only 2 touchdowns in the 4 games, but nothing to worry about there. 3rd and 5, Lamb in the slot. Looks like the Steelers might send the pressure. They're only going to send 4, actually. Prescott, he drops back, throws over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Tolbert. The Cowboys want the penalty. They are not going to get it. That was Bishop Jr. on the coverage, and it brings up 4th down. He did have his hand on his back, which is something that I think the Cowboys were trying to look at here. But look at TJ Watt getting double teamed. Someone want to go to. And, if you're the Cowboys, you just really don't do a good job of defending him. It seems like that Zach Martin, he just really doesn't expect TJ Watt to get by Terrence Steele. And here is Aubrey 55 yards away, and that is good. Brandon Aubrey has definitely been the best kicker in the NFL this year, and he gives the Cowboys an early lead, 3-0. Right down the middle. 55 had like 10 more yards on it. And we'll see what the Steelers can do when we come back. Now, I had to update my phone, so I cannot promote the stream on platforms and all that. I've just been really promoting my streams on Twitter. I really don't know if there's really another place I can promote it. Like Instagram? Well, actually, no. Instagram I use for I don't really use Instagram when it comes to work stuff, So I don't know. I know people use Reddit and stuff like that. What's up, Josie? How's it going? Doing well, doing well. I just wish that we should be at halftime, honestly. But nonetheless, we are here. Jake Moody injured for the 49ers, who took a loss today, surprisingly. No, the score's fine. The score is it's 3-0 Dallas. And we'll see how the Steelers do. I'm interested to see with Najee Harris tonight how good of a game he has. Now, I do have some bets on today's game, so let's discuss that. I have CeeDee Lamb anytime touchdown. I have Justin Fields for a rushing touchdown. And the Steelers winning. Justin Fields over 185.5 passing yards. Dak Prescott over 241 passing yards. CeeDee Lamb over 80.5 passing yards. What's good, Shannon? How's it going? And then Najee Harris over 64.5 rushing yards. And then Dak for like some PS5 card thing giveaway, potential giveaway. Dak to throw a pick. I mean, of course, I got to bet on Dak throwing a pick. I mean, I'm an Eagles fan, for goodness sakes. You know what I mean? So. And then fantasy has been good. Cowboys took the lead in their first possession. Brandon Aubrey hit a 55-yarder. But fantasy has been great. And the Steelers are actually going to take this one out. And that is, I actually don't know who their kick returners are. I couldn't find them. Whoever 33 is. Anyway, we're gonna get the Steelers offense. We'll talk about fantasy when I'm done. DJ Moore finally coming out of his shell this week. All right, shout out on the stream. Hugh was good. How's it going? Get some shout outs on the stream. Hugh, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. I had a good day because the Phillies won, and no Eagles to annoy me this week. But anyway, first play, a read option. Here is Justin Fields getting towards the sideline and pushed out of bounds by Eric Kendricks. And that'll bring up second down. And Pat Freiermuth, who is on my fantasy team as well. Great block outside on Kendricks. Just does enough to let Fields get that edge. And it's now second down. I am interested. Once again, I mentioned this before. I'll say it again. I am interested to see what Najee Harris is going to do tonight. Has not had an up and down amount of games so far, but against one of the worst probably the worst rush defense in the NFL. And now here is Najee Harris taking it. First down. It's about a 4-yard gain. Isaac. You see, I do remember your name. I feel like the notifications. I feel like I don't know what's wrong with my notifications. Sometimes I don't get. I gotta fix it because there have been times where I know my brother and all, he gets notifications on my videos, but some people don't. I don't understand why. Anyway, Fields on play action. He's throwing deep. It is incomplete. He overthrew Connor Hayward, the backup tight end. That's the problem. That's the thing. Some people get notifications, some people don't. Sometimes I get notifications from my own streams, which I find a little weird. I can't lie. Great pass protection as well for Fields. Got a little bad in the end. I am very excited for the NBA season. Sixers got Paul George, and Maxi's supposed to have another great year. Here's Fields on the carry. Gets about 5 there. It's going to create third down. And now there's a penalty after the play. So this could be a late hit or something. And now Fields is little slow to get up. Looks like he got popped in the shoulder. But yeah, I'm very excited for the season. I think Paul George, hopefully Paul George stays healthy. Maxey's gonna have a good year. Just need Embiid to stay healthy. Holding on the defense, that's going to be an automatic first down for the Steelers. Mozzie Smith, the second-year defensive tackle, first-round pick. And we actually have an injury on the play. Marshawn Nealon, the defensive end, was just picked in the second round in this year's draft. What I'm doing is I'm getting back into the streaming habit. Last year was like bad, but this year I'm getting more back into the streaming habit. I'm so disappointed I didn't do Monday Night Football last weekend or last week. 'Cause that was a great game between the Lions and the Seahawks. I'm disappointed I wasn't able to do that game. But yeah, I'm getting back into the streaming habit. I'm probably gonna start streaming NBA when the football season ends because I don't know. It's actually we could possibly I could stream like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday because you have Monday Night Football, then you have an NBA game, then you have another NBA game on Wednesday. Thursday's football. I could possibly do that. That's not a bad idea. And then I'm not sure when the NFL season ends. I don't know if I'm going back to doing WWE streams when it comes to Monday Night Raw. SmackDown's hard to come by because it's Friday and I do stuff on Fridays, so that's something I couldn't do. And then something I want to start doing is UFC fight nights again, or not again. I want to start doing UFC fight nights, but I should be doing the Saints Chiefs game tomorrow. I can't speak. I have my retainer in. I should be doing the Saints Chiefs game tomorrow. Chiefs. I hate commentating with the retainer in, but yeah, I should be doing that. And then who's playing Thursday? I don't even know. Whoever's on Thursday, I should be commentating. And then yeah, I was going to do UFC on Saturday, but I was at you guys. I've brought it up a lot. I was at Prep Football, who lost to LaSalle. That was a terrible, terrible ending, at least from my perspective. And then and the game was supposed to be done at like 9 o'clock, 9:15. I was hoping to be home by the time 10 o'clock by the time UFC started, but the game ended up being until like 10:30 because it went into quadruple overtime. Crazy game. Go watch on WSJP's. I do play fantasy football. I should have talked. I was busy talking about UFC and my streaming schedule before I. But yeah, I've started to get into fantasy this year. I knew like when I first started streaming, I wasn't. I don't know. Like I wasn't playing, but then like last year I started playing, and now this year I'm really into it. And now here's Fields, who are back from that injury and caught by George Pickens on the sideline, about a 7-yard gain there. So yeah, I'll talk. I'll get into my fantasy teams when a commercial break happens because I've been talking a lot. I always talk about fantasy during the commercial breaks. Then we obviously have my Stadium Live picks that I make. If Stadium Live ever wants to give me a sponsorship, I will gladly do it because I am obsessed with making picks. And Washington, extra man on the offensive line, handoff to Najee Harris, who was going to go absolutely nowhere, stuffed at the line. Yeah, the Niners ended up losing. I was actually kind of surprised. Something I think the Niners have to do better. They have to get Deebo Samuel involved more. I feel like he's just not getting involved, and I feel like they're trying too much with Ayuk, who didn't have a full training camp. And honestly, you have to give, in my opinion, because he didn't have a training camp, I would say you have to give him at least half the season before he can ramp up. And then they said CMC's supposed to return in November. Now, I drafted CMC first in 2 leagues, so I'm very upset about that. 3rd and 2. Fields will throw into the flats to Harris. Caught. First down and more. Past the 40. Now to the 35. He is still on his feet. Brought down at around the 31-yard line. Good start there from Najee Harris. And Trayvon Diggs was just being carried by Harris all the way to the 30. The Eagles couldn't piss me off this week, so I'm very happy about that. Next week they play Cleveland, so that should get us back on track after the bye week, and hopefully AJ Brown and Devontae Smith will be back. I'm expecting them both to be back. I think everybody's expecting them both to be back. And what do you know? The Steelers already on the 30-yard line, power I formation, fake to Harris. Fields has all day throwing to the end zone, incomplete, too high there to Darnell Washington. And that'll bring up second down. Can we get the ball to Fryermuth? He's on my fantasy. Now I'm winning by like 10 in fantasy right now, and there's you see Nealon on the on the cart getting ready to be carted back. I know, like I don't understand how that happens though. Like, I mean, really, the only way to like heal his injury is just by like resting. And we're gonna get a carry here, taking this one to the outside and getting about a yard there or 2 yards there is Jonathan Ward, the third string running back. It is sad because I feel like he's obviously a great player. Now I hate that he plays for the 49ers, but he's a great player. And it's a shame to see what's happening. And I was actually go play there by Overshone. Came from that off-ball linebacker spot and made a nice tackle there. I hate ankle diving, but he makes a nice play. And we're actually going to get a toss here to the outside by Shampkin, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Right now, the Cowboys are up 3-0. The Steelers just did a toss, which I find pretty interesting. And they're not going to go for it. I thought that run would be to set up for fourth down, but they're going to send out the field goal unit. They're going to send out Chris Boswell, who has made 11 field goal kicks, and that is tied for the second most through 4 weeks. 41-yard attempt here by Boswell to tie this one up. The kick is up, and the kick is good. It is now 3-3. This game is tied at 7:33 remaining in the first quarter. We'll see how Dallas can respond when we come back. But what do you call it? Fantasy football. We got to get into that. So now I'm going to, in case anybody who hasn't doesn't know, so I do mine now. The ESPN league. When I refer to the ESPN league, that's the league that I'm the manager, commissioner, whatever of. Then when I say sleeper, that's the league that me and my friends are in. That's a money league right there. That's 10 people, $35 each. Winner takes all. So that's $350. Whoever wins this league, and so yeah, we really some high rollers here. But I actually had a good week. I have Mahomes playing tomorrow. Cam Akers, 12.7 points, 42 yards and a touchdown. Now, I wanted to start Mostert over Alexander Madison, but I didn't know how much Mostert was going to get because he's coming back from injury. So he had only about one more point than Madison, so that's fine. Phillies thank God for the Phillies. I'm telling you right now, because the Phillies didn't deserve to win that game. And my biggest problem, I don't know, I think I might have posted it on Twitter. Why did Strahm throw that fastball or sinker fastball, whatever it was? He threw a hittable pitch on a 3-2 to Vientos, who's one of the hottest players in the playoffs right now. It didn't make any sense to me. And why they had a lefty going against pitching against so many righties? Why did they just not have Hoffman come in for the start? It just didn't make any sense to me. Like that's Thompson's fault right there. But yeah, that pitch by Strahm was just absolutely terrible. I don't know what he was thinking. And then obviously Castellanos got it done. But the Phillies really didn't deserve to win that. And when did the Phillies even play next? Because that's actually probably a stream I'm going to do. Do they play? They play tomorrow. If they play tomorrow, then we might not be doing Monday Night Football. When do they play? They play Tuesday at 5:08. Oh, come on. What time? I gotta take the subway that day. Subway gets me home at like 3:15. My World Series predictions. Now I didn't make a video on this because I just forgot about it. Um, but my predictions are the Dodgers and the Guardians. Now, based off the way the Guardians looked the other day, I don't know. They look good. I know the Yankees play tomorrow against Kansas City. I expect them to roll over Kansas City. Um, but yeah, we'll get back to fantasy when we're. Juwan Jennings got me 2.3 points, and Tyler Lockett had 11. Are you kidding me? Thank you a lot. Now I'm starting Juwan Jennings because Christian Watt. I was originally going to starting Christian Watson, but I had to drop him because he's injured. I had too many injured receivers. But yeah, that's my predictions. I think I just can't see the Phillies being the Dodgers. Based off the way they're playing against the Mets, I can't see them being the Dodgers. Now, the Dodgers are actually losing right now to the Padres. That's a false start on Dallas right there. And yep, they're going to call it. Threw the flag a little late, but nonetheless, this is going to be called. And not a good way to start if you are the Dallas Cowboys. Tyler Guyton, the rookie. I actually got to turn this over. Tyler Guyton, the rookie left tackle. And yeah, he definitely jumped. First and 15 coming up. Tyler Guyton has the second most holding penalties in the NFL and has 6 penalties. Maybe you'd be best friends with Jawan Taylor. First and 15, and here is a wheel route to Turpin in the backfield, and he gets about 4 there. That'll be second down. And TJ Watt, they're trying to keep him away from the play, which is, you saw right there, just a quick pass to Turpin on his side, but he obviously didn't go out in coverage on that play. And the Cowboys do gain most of the yards, if not all back, so they gain 4 back there. Second and 11. You see Lamb in the slot. I know, yeah, Dak's giving him a look, but he's not going to go there. He's going to go over the middle, and a caught pass by Brooks, a really nice catch to get the first down. Actually, no, they're going to mark him a yard short. Third and 1. Cowboys hurrying this one up. Fake to Elliott. Prescott, he is under pressure. He is throwing this one away. Incomplete. And that might be intentional grounding. I don't think anybody was in the area. And maybe the official's just going to let this one go. Fourth down now coming up. Actually, there's a flag. I think this is for intentional grounding, but I think also the Cowboys want to roughing the passer, so we could have a repeat of third down. Time to put on the headphones. Okay, so it was intentional grounding. I thought that they were going to also call roughing the passer. All right, so intentional grounding by Dak Prescott. Obviously, he was in the area, and there was no receiver within. Yeah, he was definitely out. There was no receiver in any way. Now, I think that pass by Brooks. Now, when it was secured is the question. I don't know. I think he had it secured when he had it over the marker. So I don't think there's really could be any controversy about that. But yeah, we got a punt here from Dallas, 4th and 11. Brian Anger out to punt this one away. And we have Calvin Austin III on the return. Once we can get everything figured out here, as some problems on the line of scrimmage, and the referees. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's waving his arms around. Fields not looking bad. I'm surprised they really haven't had him throwing the football yet, which is, I don't know, a bit interesting. I know the Cowboys have a very bad run defense, but it seems like they're running the ball in times that they don't really need to. Fair catch by Austin on the 25, and the Steelers will get their second possession of the game. Dallas, they could not do anything on their second possession. We'll see if the Steelers can when we come back from commercial break. I don't know why there's so many commercials after there were a billion during the 1 hour and 20 minutes that we had off. Now, if you watch my streams, you know that I will always complain about I will always complain about commercials. I will do it on my deathbed, and I will not apologize for that. And all right, back to fantasy. You got to get back to fantasy because obviously, I find it so funny how some people take like fantasy more important than the actual games. Obviously, this week I have to take it more important than the actual games because the Eagles aren't playing. And obviously I want Dallas to lose, but can't be biased. So Fryermuth, I'm gonna need him to start racking up stuff. Now I think, yeah. So the guy I'm playing, he has P Ryan and this is in the ESPN league. He has Samaje P Ryan and Jawan Johnson. So I should be okay. And he also has Harrison Buckner. So that's another thing. I have Mahomes and Fryermuth. But Mahomes has not played good in fantasy at all. He's the 17th best quarterback, averaging 14.4 points a game. And he's supposed to get 15.7 because the Saints have the fourth best secondary in the NFL. I can't believe Juwan Jennings only got me 2.3 points, but DJ Moore absolutely cooked. 27.5 points, 5 catches, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Now, I should have put Tyler Lockett in over Wicks. I wasn't really thinking. The Vikings are legit. I'm telling you right now. Now, based off the performance that Darnold had today, I think that you would have to put Jefferson as the leader for MVP because Darnold. Now, I started Darnold in fantasy in my other league, um, and he had all like he. I don't think he went over. Yeah, he did not go over 50% completion percentage. A pick, a fumble, only 179 yards passing, and Jefferson had like 80 or something of those yards. So I think currently after the you didn't have a great performance. I think that you have to put him in the MVP race, but the Vikings are legit nonetheless. 1st and 10 from the 26, fake to Harris, Fields under pressure, throwing this one up top and caught. Oh shoot, this one by the backup tight end Connor Hayward, his first reception of the game. And Neeland, are they doing a report on him? I think he hurt his knee. He was tackling Fields, and I guess he just like hurt his knee, and he was spent some time in the medical tent. They're looking at the stability. He is questionable to return. I doubt he does return. 2nd and 3 coming up. Harris in the backfield. Fields hands it off to him, trying to bounce to the outside, and then does a really nice shake and bake on the inside, and gets the first down. But there is a penalty flag, as usual. And illegal use of hands to the face on the defense, and an automatic first down for the Steelers. Linval Joseph, the defensive tackle. Cowboys signed him in the offseason, and he gets the hands in the face mask of Zach Frazier, the center. And that is the 4th Cowboys penalty thus far, just in the first quarter. So you cannot have this many penalties this early. It's unacceptable. Fake to Harris. Fields has time. He is going deep. It is incomplete, almost intercepted by Malik Hooker. He was going for Van Jefferson, a bit underthrown there by Justin Fields. And Hooker picked him up. Now, this is a good pickup here by Hooker. Give him credit. I don't think Jefferson was expecting the football because Hooker picked him up, and I think Jefferson knows that Fields doesn't have the arm for that. So just a bit of miscommunication, but he looks shaky thus far. It does not look as good as I thought he would have been. 2nd and 10, Fields under pressure. He is sacked. He loses the football, and I think the Cowboys recovered. Waiting for the signal, and oh wait a minute, Steelers recovered. Fields ended up with the ball. The Commanders are good. I'm telling you right now. I think Daniels is definitely in the race for MVP. He's definitely winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. And that was Linval Joseph, who absolutely pancaked Isaac Sayamalo. Now, why he was celebrating instead of getting in the pile is a little ridiculous, but this is 3rd and 24. I'll get into the Commanders in just a second. We have a challenge flag, I think, by Mike McCarthy. Yeah, they want to challenge where the ball was, if it was recovered by Dallas. Now, I think this is a dumb challenge because it's 3rd and 24, but I'm not going to judge. God, smell. Now, obviously, it was a fumble. There's no denying that. Now, I I think that if Fields came up with it, it looked like in the pile that he was fine. Now, I think this is a dumb challenge. Fields obviously has that. Yeah, Fields. This is a dumb challenge. Fields has that. This should be like this should take like 10 seconds. They whoever had his arm on it didn't have full possession, and Fields was fighting him for it, and then it ends up in Fields' arms. That is a stupid challenge if you are Mike McCarthy. But anyway, getting back to the Commanders, I think that Jaden Daniels has been put in the best spot because he has so many good weapons. He has Austin Eckler, he's Brian Robinson Jr. His offensive line is decent, but the fact that he can get out of the pocket and run is really, really good. Now, we've seen quarterbacks that, can run, um, haven't had the best offensive line, but can move around. They've had some problems. Now, obviously, I think somebody like Jalen Hurts and Robert Griffin III is a good example. Now, obviously, Jalen Hurts didn't have the injuries that Robert Griffin III had, but Jalen Hurts, I think, with some of his injuries, I think he's lost some of his speed. And there was one like 30-yard run I saw from Jane Daniels today. He looked like he was running like Tyreek Hill. It was so fast. Um, but Robert Griffin III had a problem. Now, one thing I do think about Robert Griffin III, I think Robert Griffin III had a terrible workout routine. That because his knees, the way he worked out his knees were really, really bad. The way, like, if you just look up Robert Griffin III, like doing squats, and look at the way his knees are, like he had a terrible, terrible workout routine. But getting back to Jaden Daniels, as long as he can stay healthy, I think the Commanders have a chance. Now, are they going to win the NFC East? That's a question. I think they also have an easier schedule, and they play Baltimore. If they can beat Baltimore, then they are definitely going to, um, be under a microscope and looked at of how they've been able to do this. I think their defense is good. Now, the offenses that they have played against, it's a bit questionable because they did give up 37 to Tampa Bay. Um, and the reason I didn't have the Commanders on my top 5 NFL teams last week is because Tampa destroyed Philadelphia, and not that Philadelphia was any good last week, but the Bucks also beat the Commanders. So I think that's something they have to take into consideration. Their defense, I think, is a bit questionable, and they have to go up against some better offenses. The call stands. I don't know why the Cowboys challenge that, but getting back to this, I think they have to go up against some better offenses. But their offense is definitely legit. 3rd and 24. Fields rolling out of the pocket. Has no one, but he has all day. He is throwing this one away, and it'll be a 3-and-out for the Steelers. That fumble, and it was almost recovered by Dallas, proving to be very detrimental to the success of this drive. And the Steelers will punt this one away. Turpin is back there. Waitman will punt this one. Game still 3-3. And get an extra man here on this punt, on the punt blitz, and a bit of a short punt that does roll to the 24-yard line. And this is not a bad punt there. Could have been better. But when we come back, we'll see how the Cowboys can do on their 3rd drive of the half. And it's actually going to be a 30-second timeout. Now, you see, good job by NBC realizing that you don't need that much money and that your fans don't want to see commercials for, more time than the actual game. Good job, NBC. You figured it out. Now, ESPN, we got to get them set straight. See, I can't do horror movies. There was one that I watched. What was it called? There was a movie. I forget which movie. I watched it back in like August. I don't remember what it was called. It was good, but it was so like gory. And first play here is Rico Dowdle, 2 yard carry. I can't do the horror movies. I've watched a few. I don't know. I watched it. That was pretty good. I always found that to be a good one. There's another one. I watched one with my girlfriend. I forget which one. There was another one. We watched it, and I don't remember the other one we watched. I don't remember. 2nd and 8. Here's a jet sweep to Turpin, who gets absolutely demolished in the backfield. Nick Herbig scouted out that play like he was in the huddle, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Hold on, I got it. I got to ask my girlfriend which one we watched because now this is pissing me off. 3rd and 14. Prescott drops back. He is going deep near the sideline to Lamb, who makes the catch. What a grab by CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, I'm not in the horror movies, but I just don't remember the name of the one that I watched. This is a great catch, though, by Lamb. Three catches, 34 yards so far for CeeDee Lamb. Damn, this is going to piss me off until she texts me back because I don't remember the name. The Cowboys now at the 47 of Pittsburgh. Prescott to throw. He throws this one to the sideline, caught by Lamb. First down and more. Lamb to the 35 of Pittsburgh. They were actually on their 47, but now Lamb to Pittsburgh's 35-yard line, and the Cowboys starting to move. Just a little hitch route here, and you see they just give him way too much cushion. I feel like when it comes to Lamb, you have to press him and have a single high safety. Here's a pass in the backfield caught by Turpin, who is going to get 7 there with the block from Jake Ferguson. That's what you got to do when it comes to Lamb. You got to press him, try to jam him. Now, this is obviously all easier said than done, but also when you play him when he moves into the slot, that's another problem because pressing in the slot is always tricky. But luckily, he has not played in the slot so far. 2nd and 3. Handoff to Dowdle. And Dowdle bouncing to the outside. And he's in the red zone to the 15-yard line. We are under 2 minutes to play here in this first quarter. And Rico Dowdle has had an actual pretty decent game. The Cowboys, who've not done well when it comes to running the football, they are doing it here. And Dowdle, nice bounce there, getting in between gaps. Looked like he was going to go through that C gap, but bounced right through that A gap. Had Ferguson right in front of him, right kind of behind the line of scrimmage. And you see Lamb in motion here. And once again, they're giving him about a 8 yard cushion. You can't do that. You see Dak looking right at him. He's going to give him a look, and actually, no, it's going to be a screen to Tolbert. Not too many blockers, and he gets 4 there. I don't think I'm going to an Eagles game this year. If I was gonna go to the one, I was thinking about going to the Atlanta one, but that never just turned out. I don't think this year. I didn't go last year. I went the year they went to the Super Bowl against Pittsburgh. That was a great game. AJ Brown had like 3 touchdowns. Here's Rico Dowdle, and he is shut down at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys coming back down the earth on their run game, and it is third down. Cowboys do have to run one more play before the end of the first quarter. No Eagles games this year. They didn't go to too many Phillies games. I know I went to one in the beginning of the summer, and I think I went to one during the summer as well. But yeah, not too many Phillies games. I went to one on June 1st because I remember it's the same day as UFC 302. And Loop K in the backfield for the Cowboys. They're on their 11-yard line. Have to get to the 5 for the first down. Here comes TJ Watt, and he is stacked. His ball is out. Who's got it? Pittsburgh's got it. Nick Herbig, TJ Watt. His helmet came off, and that is how we will end the first quarter. I am from Philly. Born and raised Philly. Never left. Never moved, really. Always stayed in Philly. I've never even been to the West Coast. TJ Watt off the edge and Steve. I mean, Watt over pursued, but Prescott dropped back so deep to the point where it didn't matter. And Watt just got around Steele. Now, that's not really Steele's fault. That's more Dak's fault because he dropped back so far. And Steele's assignment on that, he's supposed to make him over pursue, which, and then Watt just was able to get around the edge. He's obviously faster than Steele, and he was able to force that fumble. TJ Watt, many say he should have won Defensive Player of the Year last year. Now, I predicted Myles Garrett to win, and that obviously came true, but many said TJ Watt should have won. And this year, I think, who is like Defensive Player of the Year so far? I don't really know. I know Quinyon Mitchell's supposed to be Defensive Rookie of the Year thus far. He's played great. And I didn't even want to draft Quinyon Mitchell. I wanted to take Dejin in the first round, but I'm glad he proved me wrong. Let's see, MVP. I'd say Justin Jefferson so far. Offensive Rookie of the Year or Offensive Player of the Year. I don't know. I guess you could say Justin Jefferson. I mean, who else really is there? NBA game. I mean, yeah, NBA games are good actually. NBA games are always fun. I feel like I haven't been to two. I remember I went to I think everybody knows my homies Michael and Charlie. They took me to one, and that was a great game. Like like right near. I would go into a game against the Bucks, and they lost that night. I remember it was some tipping with Giannis. Great game. And we went to like some VIP section. Oh, it was a great time. A really great time. But when even if you don't go into great seats, like games are always fun to go to. Me and Cole want to go to a wanted to go to a Red October game, but the tickets are so expensive. Like standing room was like $300 a person, and we were like, and I was like, Cole, you can just come here, man, and we'll stream it, like, because I don't know where we're pulling $500, and I don't even know if Dak, I don't even know if that was Watt who forced the fumble. It might have been Herbig, but I think they're giving credit to Watt there. Maybe just because his helmet came off and it looked cool. Anyway, the Steelers on the Cowboys 20 off the turnover. Fields under center. Here is a handoff. And the Cowboys rushing defense still not looking good. That was Shampkin, the third string running back. Actually, it was not even Shampkin. That was Ward. I don't know who's the third and fourth string. I can't lie. I don't know the Steelers running back depth chart like that. Oh yeah, Jalen Ward's out tonight. He's out with an injury. Steelers are going to keep in Ward, and I think there's going to be a false start on Pittsburgh. Yes, it will be. That's all. I feel like baseball games are funner to go to than basketball games, at least in Philly. Maybe that's different in other places, but I feel like Citizens Bank is a better stadium than Wells Fargo Center. But then again, we have the we're gonna get the new stadium in a few years, so this isn't until like I'm graduated from college, but Fields will throw this one caught Darnell Washington, who just got the penalty, and actually the Cowboys trying to fight for this ball. They're trying to say this is intercepted, and got a fight now going on. We got to control this. I think that was caught, but not gonna say anything about it. I'm not gonna predict it here. I think it's just it's gonna be caught. And Washington, I think, yeah, that's a catch. I don't think that's a turnover. He doesn't lose possession. Yeah, that's a catch. Third down, and now the officials, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the refs are doing. Hold on, chat. Third and 3 coming up. Fields, another false start on Pittsburgh. The penalties racking up for Pittsburgh here in the second quarter. That was Ward, the running back, who moved. And yeah, you see the sack leaders for 2023 for Dallas. Micah Parsons, he's not playing tonight. Dorrance Armstrong, he's with another team. Sam Williams on injured reserve. Lots of players out or just gone for Dallas. Nealon's now out tonight. 3rd and 8. Fields to throw. Here comes the blitz. Fields trying to escape. He is dropped. A bag for the Cowboys. And a 3 and out. That is, I can't pronounce his name. Odi Dua, I don't know. And that'll bring up 4th down. So the Steelers not able to do anything off the turnover. And the Cowboys just sent the house. They put a lot of guys in that B gap, which I think helped get to Fields, and a fair catch here called by Turpin, and he had to kneel to grab it. And the Cowboys now back onto the field. 13:20 remaining. It is still 3-3. And we will see, good rhyme, if the Cowboys can do anything when we come back. And they had a good offensive possession. They just couldn't get anything done in the red zone. They turned it over and all. Looks like the Padres are killing the Dodgers right now, which is always good to see. Obviously, I don't really want to see the Dodgers, but 7-1 in the top of the 8th. That is something. Now let's look at our sleeper league. We actually have, we have not talked about that yet thus far. So let's see. I am up by 1 point. Now the guy I'm playing is playing with Najee Harris, and I don't think he has anybody else. He has Buckner tomorrow. He has Buckner for tomorrow. So I think I'm playing against Buckner in both leagues, so I need Buckner to have a terrible game tomorrow. And I have Kelsey and Kareem Hunt starting. Now, I could start Carson Steele, but based off the way he played last week when I started him, it went in the negative. I'm not starting him, so I'm going to start Kareem Hunt instead. So I just need Najee Harris to continue to get no carries, and then I need Harrison Buckner to have a terrible game. And I need Kelsey to actually pick it up. I might just end up dropping Carson Steele and just pick up Tank Bigsby, who actually had a really good week. I'm going to do that. When the weekends, I'm going to get Tank Bigsby, who I think what did he have today? 25 points for Tank Bigsby. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm picking him up. I'm going to drop Steele. Bigsby's added my waivers. So we'll see on Wednesday if I can get him. I don't know where I am in the waiver wire in this league. Somebody had somebody had a Burrow and Mike Evans, which is just nuts this week, which put up a combined 50 points, and he dominated Chisel. Oh boy, by over 20. And first play, run to Elliott, who gets to the outside, gets about 4 there. Looked like hold on Dallas, but I'm not going to say anything. And you see Jerry Jones, the owner, president, and GM of the team, and you see Arthur Rooney, the president of the Pittsburgh Steelers, all in their booths for tonight's game. I see Jerry Jones getting some criticism, not signing Derrick Henry in the offseason, saying he couldn't afford him, and not making other moves. Turpin in motion, and Prescott going to throw it in the backfield, caught by Turpin, and he will be taken out of bounds, and he is looking for a face mask penalty. He is going to get it. That back official threw the flag, and I do think Bishop got in there. He definitely grabbed the face mask. And that is going to be a 15-yard penalty, and the penalties just continue to rack up for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The rookie there with the penalty, and it's an automatic first down for Dallas. Turpin out here, and Turpin's been a very big piece in the Cowboys' offense thus far. My English is not good. And you see Lamb in the slot. They're still giving him a cushion. And a fake to Elliott, end around here to CeeDee Lamb. And he is going to be brought down, gets about a yard. He was trying to get to the outside, but Bishop there was able to force him inside and make the tackle. Some pushing and shoving going on. And, gee, many of the officials, like, getting in the face of Zach Martin. I don't know if you want to do that, my man. Steelers did scout this out nicely. Bishop really made a nice play, and he just tossed. I think that was Schoonmaker, the tight end. He just tossed him aside off his block. 2nd and 8. Dak fake to Elliott, and he throws this one. Caught. First down and more. Here's Ferguson. Gets a block from CeeDee Lamb in the red zone inside the 15-yard line. Jake Ferguson. And they're going to need him tonight without Brandon Cooks. He gets the Cowboys inside the red zone, and just a simple out route here for Ferguson. And also, as I mentioned during the play, give CeeDee Lamb some credit. He made a great block there on Bishop to take him out, and then he makes another block upfield on Mika Fitzpatrick, and it allows Ferguson to go inside and get a couple extra yards there. So CeeDee Lamb really made that play what it was. 2 extra tight ends out there. Elliott in the backfield, Dak under center. They give it to him, and he is shut down at the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard there. Now that was Ognahobi. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. I definitely am not saying it correctly, but we won't say anything about it. It was either okay. So to answer the horror movie question from earlier, it was either Thanksgiving or Black Friday. One of those two. I don't remember. She don't remember either. 2nd and 11. Dak under pressure just has to throw this one away. Turpin was in the area, so it's not going to be intentional grounding again. Third and 11 going to be coming up. So the Steelers able to stop the Cowboys again in the red zone, which is something that they needed to do. Listen, I'm cheering for the Steelers too. I'm cheering for the Steelers too. I'm an Eagles fan over here. And Guyton is now down. He is on one knee, and he was the 29th overall pick for the Cowboys in the draft. And now he's sitting on his leg, and Bass is getting ready to come in this game. And we'll be right back It seems like Guyton's in a bit of pain. 3rd and 11 when we come back. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm cheering for them Steelers. I need them to win tonight. Fields has not looked as good as I would have hoped for him to look. I don't know if he's feeling some pressure tonight, but he's not running like he was last week, which I don't know if the Steelers don't want him to run as much, but it's really what made them come back last week against um, the the Colts was his running. So yeah, hopefully he can do more of that. But the Steelers are doing a really good job of defending the Cowboys in the red zone. Gotta give him credit where credit is due. Carlos Rondon. I can't believe the NBA is like already starting up again. That's crazy though. Oh, Steelers gonna win game. Teams the Steelers Ravens. That is a good game. Obviously, the what do you call it? The Ravens had a good win today over the Bengals today, which was a great win. I mean, Chase had an incredible game, almost 200 yards receiving, which was just insane. I mean, who do you know has 200 yards receiving in just a singular game? Some people don't even have 200 yards receiving in the whole season. Turpin last year for the Cowboys, had 238 yards. Oh, next Saturday, Ohio State and Oregon. 2 versus 3. That's actually going to be a great game. But yeah, Turpin had 238 receiving yards last season. Chase almost broke that in one game. 3rd and 11, Lamb in motion. He's just going to move right back to the slot here. Jack trying to draw him off sides, and the Cowboys drew themselves off sides. This is going to be a false start and make it 3rd and 16. Terrence Steele, the right tackle. And look at it here. Yep. Oh, that was so obvious. He moved his leg and everything. 5 penalties so far for Dallas, 4 for Pittsburgh. Each team 30 yards. They've been taxed for in those penalties. 3rd and 16, a handoff to Luke K, and he'll be taken down by TJ Watt. About 4 or 5 yards there, and it's now 4th down. Dallas will send on the field goal unit to try and take the lead here. And you see how great TJ Watt is? I mean, really unblocked. Brandon Aubrey, 7th straight game with a 50-yard field goal made. It's the most in NFL history. This one from 33, though. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Brandon Aubrey, automatic, and he continues that here. Makes it 6-3, Dallas, with 8:51 remaining in the first half. And we'll see how Pittsburgh can answer when we come back, which is a 30-second timeout. Look at NBC go. Hold on, guys. All right. Touchback here for Pittsburgh. And Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. Now, this is interesting because Wilson was signed primarily to be the starter. But then Justin Fields came in and now is like the man. And here's Najee Harris, had a block, and Hayward just got off of it, which cost him a few yards there. One second. And here is Harris again. This time finds a hole. Harris spins off the defender to get the first down. And Russell Wilson clapping on the sideline there as trying to cheer his team on. But I mean, he is making 40 million still this year just to, stand there and have an earpiece in. He's suited up, but like he's listed as inactive, which doesn't make too much sense to me. Steelers still have Harris in the backfield. Fields gives it to him again, and Harris puts his shoulder down, gets about 3 there. If Fields don't pick this stuff, see, one thing I hate about the media is that every single time Fields does something wrong, it's like it's Russell Wilson. Put Russell Wilson in. Put Russell Wilson in. Like that's like just so like stupid. Like every time Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes does something wrong, we don't say bench them, right? So then why are we, saying the same thing about Justin Fields? Fields is going to keep this one on a quarterback draw, and he's going to be marked short of the first down. And the Cowboys and Steelers still fighting on the sideline, and this is getting a bit nuts here. Now 3rd and 1, Harris to the backfield. Steelers got to get this off here. Fryermuth in motion. Here's a fake to Harris. Fields, he is going to keep it. Puts his shoulder down, and I'm not sure if he got it. Yeah, it looks like where they're running in, they're going to mark him a bit short. I might even have to bring out the chains. He wanted to get it to Harris here in the flats, but Overshone had that scouted, and Fields just took it himself. Oh, God, Fields got hit in the head, too, which is not something you really don't want to see. 4th and inches, so let's see if they decide to go for it. The stats say go for it. 4th and inches at the 50. Steelers on 4th down. They are 0 for 3 this year, trying to make it 1 for 4. They're going to just push them forward, first down. Fryermuth just shoved them, and the Steelers will continue their drive. And Mozzie Smith, he got in there, tried to get in there. He's the guy on that play. He's supposed to stop it as he's the defensive tackle, but he was pretty much double teamed on that play, and Fryermuth just pushed Fields forward, so it's going to be a first down. I mean, it's a good play call. It's kind of designed just for one side to get everything. Here's a handoff to Harris, and the offensive line trying to carry him forward, and there's about six. The Padres have 4 home runs against the Dodgers. Steelers are using up the time. They're using up this clock. 2nd and 4 now with 4:20 remaining. Steelers averaging 4.1 yards a carry. Dallas only 2 yards a carry. 2nd and 4. Van Jefferson in motion. I'll just continue running it, to be honest with you. And they'll give it to Harris, and maybe not. Maybe don't continue to run it. He's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. There's my announcer's jinx for you. It's 3rd and 5. Arthur Smith, first-year offensive coordinator with his terrible-looking mustache. My mustache was a lot better. Before I got rid of it. My mustache was a lot better. Just look at some of the videos from the old. Let's look at some videos that I posted like a week ago or whatever. You'll see it. It was a lot better. Anyway, 3rd and 5. We'll see if they're right now. They're gonna throw it. Fields. I don't have anybody open, and he is throwing this one deep. It is incomplete. Going for George Pickens, and there was Jordan Lewis talking some trash there to George Pickens, and it's now 4th down. Steelers will not go for it, and they're going to punt this one away. Just no one open. Everyone's covered there. And you could have had Pickens earlier in the route. Once he got out of his break, Fields probably could have got it, launched it to him, but he just threw it a little too late. And now this is going to be a false start here on Pittsburgh. Not the best play by Fields, honestly, as he probably could have got that ball off a lot earlier, but it will not happen that way, and the Steelers will have to punt this one away. Did that rhyme? I think it rhymed. I'm not sure. Okay, everyone needs to stop tweeting about Russell Wilson playing. Like, it's honestly just getting old. Fields isn't having a good half. Okay? Nobody. There have been so many quarterbacks that have not had good first halves. Like, I just hate this. I hate when people do this. It's still 6-3, 3:05 remaining in the first half. I just hate when people do this. They always say, like, there's a quarterback competition. Just bench him, bench him, bench him. You're never going to find your answer. If all you do is bench one guy, it's like when Bill Belichick kept benching Mac Jones last year. I appreciate the subscription, my man. I appreciate it. Hatchet, make sure you turn the notifications on to be notified for streams. Now, some people aren't getting notified for streams, so that's something I'm gonna have to work on tomorrow because I don't have to post an Eagles video. I'll probably post a Phillies video on Wednesday. I'm gonna have to fix the notification thing if people aren't getting notifications. So that's gonna have to be something I'm gonna have to fix. That's probably, I don't know if it's my fault or if it's YouTube's fault. I don't really know. If it is my fault, then I deeply apologize. I might not I might not take my break during halftime, or like just I might not go over there because and just leave you guys with nothing, because I think halftime might be a bit shorter. So I might just stay here and just run my mouth about fantasy football for a bit, or my stadium live picks. Actually, speaking of my stadium live picks, let's look at how those have been so far. Oh, that's great to see. See, I don't get too many female viewers actually. YouTube unsubscribes you as well? I've actually never. Oh, I actually have seen that before. I've heard some creators say that YouTube like has people have like been saying, yeah, I've been unsubscribed. I've actually have seen that before. But yeah, I don't get too many female viewers actually, which is which is nice to see. You like to always see variety and whatnot. My girlfriend might be the only female viewer I have. I'll be honest with you. So let's see. And you see CeeDee Lamb to get a touchdown. That's not hasn't happened yet. Fields a rushing touchdown. They haven't even gotten to the red zone yet. Um, Steelers I have winning, which I don't know. It's ticky tacky depending on the second half. Fields over 185 and a half passing yards. That's just I don't know. Dak 241 and a half passing yards over. And speaking of him, he fakes this one as we come back in a one-handed catch here by Jake Ferguson in the flats. He gets 6 there. CeeDee Lamb over 80 and a half receiving yards. He has 53. Najee Harris over 64 and a half rushing yards. He has 27. So if he gets a few more carries, then that'll be good. That'll be good for that. But I am playing against him in fantasy, so I don't know what I want, to be honest. 2nd and 4. Dak fakes, looking for Ferguson in the flats, can't get him. Now he is being chased, and he just throws this one away. Joey Porter Jr. on Schoonmaker there, and it brings up 3rd down. They were looking at Ferguson in the flats, but just nothing there. And Cam Hayward, a veteran for Pittsburgh, and a really nice play here on the backup Bass, who was replacing Tyler Guyton. Or actually, they might have moved Tyler Smith to left tackle, and they might have put this Bass at left guard. Oh, I did not know Cam Hayward went to Ohio State. Ugh. Obviously, as a Penn State fan, we don't like that. That might have been an offsides there on Pittsburgh. They don't call it. 3rd and 4, Dak, he throws this one, or throwing this one. Now he throws this one wide open! Tomer to the 40, 35, pushed out of bounds! And the Cowboys able to convert on 3rd down in a huge way. And I think that was just miscommunication there. Yeah, definitely. Miscommunication there by Jackson and Fitzpatrick. I think Jackson thought Fitzpatrick was a little closer to the sideline where he could have picked up Tolbert, but that was not the case. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Just some miscommunication there by both men. 2-minute warning now. 2-minute warning. See if the Cowboys can do anything at the with this 2-minute. I assume they will be able to. They're in field goal range, and Aubrey's like he's a freaking automatic. 1 second, guys. All right. I feel like when I turn off the microphone, like when I mute it, it like makes this like loud noise, and I can't obviously I can't control that, but you know. That Samaj Jones interview is still getting views and likes. I don't understand that. Still my most viewed video on TikTok. I'm trying to get some interviews with some football players, but probably next week against O'Hara I can get some interviews with some St. Joe's prep guys. So we'll see there. I was gonna get interviews this weekend, but after the loss, I didn't want to bother anybody, so I just kind of stuck to the pregame and halftime show that I did. This week is it's the 40. I remember now. 49ers and Seahawks. That should be a good game. I mean, both teams are coming off losses, so that's going to be interesting to see. Only on Amazon Prime. I feel something about Thursday Night Football is that I feel like streamers, like in my case, could get like a lot of viewers when it comes to that. because it's only on Prime, and people who don't want to pay for it. I mean, then again, you have streamies. Then they could just want to like listen to like some sort of like radio thing, but I guess is kind of like what I'm technically doing. But you can obviously see me. Dak here's a draw, hands off a draw to Rico Dowdle, who breaks a tackle and gets about 4 yards there on the gain. It'll bring up second down. And going back to that last play, yeah, so Fitzpatrick looked like he was going for Ferguson and just didn't see the outside. And we're back to the actual game. Dowdle gets it on a screen and he gets enough yards for the first down. Oh no, Deshaun Watson's burner account or alleged burner account. Dowdle 5 carries, 20 yards. That's 4 yards a carry. Prescott throws this one caught in the flats. Ferguson makes a spin move to the inside, gets 5 there. And it'll bring up second down. Cowboys do have 2 timeouts. Steelers have all 3. And it's going to be hard for Pittsburgh to just score anything, even if the Cowboys don't get a touchdown. And I think TJ Watt might have jumped off sides, but they don't call it. Dak going to the end zone. It is intercepted! Terrell Edmonds with the interception. Actually, that is not Edmonds. I'm so sorry. That is Dante Jackson on the interception. I thought it was said 28. Dak turns it over for the second time today. Now, the bad part about this is that he did not go in the back of the end zone. He went out at the 1 yard line. So the Steelers are going to take over at the 1, but the Cowboys, they get nothing in the red zone. And they will turn it over to Pittsburgh. So something that Pittsburgh definitely needed was that pick. Really bad throw there by Prescott. He was just trying to. That's the problem when you don't have other receivers. You see CeeDee Lamb, and you're just like, yeah, let me just get it to him. And then you end up throwing that interception. Now, the good thing is I just coined out on Dak Prescott throwing an interception, so that's good. Now I could potentially win a PS5 gift card. That's nice. Or a PlayStation gift card, whatever they call it. Next thing you know, we're going to be getting the PS6 in like 2 years, maybe. And hell, I'll be moved out by then. I'll be in college. Man, we'll be in college. Studying probably journalism. Probably journalism. That'll probably be what I want to major in. I am taking some journalism classes in for the next few weeks, actually. So that should be fun. On Saturday mornings, 3-hour classes, which is going to be very interesting. Be sitting in a classroom for 3 hours. For like 3 weeks, though. So I'm excited. I'm excited to do this. I didn't even find it. One of my teachers recommended me for it. Or actually, one of the people that run WSJP recommended me for it, which was so yeah, it should be a good time. What's this still? Now I'm kind of just messing with my microphone here. Oh yeah, the echo. The echo that we have on this thing. I'll turn that off. That gets annoying. So now the Steelers at the 1, and the Cowboys are definitely going to be sending pressure. I don't even think Lamb wasn't even expecting that. I don't know why Dak even threw it there because Lamb was not even expecting the football. Handoff here, and this is Shampkin who gets about a yard, and I doubt the Steelers are going to try to do much with this. The Cowboys have just used their second timeout. Now they don't have three; they only have two because of that failed challenger from earlier. So they're obviously not going to be able to get this ball. Saying they get this ball back, they're not going to get it back with too much time. And Dak just not a great game, especially in the red zone. Padres even up this series against the Dodgers. Just not. I mean, in the red zone, that's been your biggest problem for Dak so far. Two turnovers. Just can't afford to do that. And here is Shampkin again, who gets about three there, I'd like to say. Now, I'm interested to see if the Steelers throw the football or if they just continue to run the clock out. In my opinion, I would just run the clock out. You have 45 seconds. Your offense has not looked that good. What's the point of, trying to score here? Aaron Shampkin made his debut last week and he went to Harvard. Damn. Played Harvard football 2017 to 2021. I suppose he went undrafted. You probably gotta be really. You gotta be probably really smart to play football at the college level and also do Harvard studying. And they'll just give it to Shampkin again on 3rd and 6, and he'll get about 5 there. It'll bring up 4th down. So actually, the Steelers don't even need to run another play before the end of the half. Cowboys don't have a timeout, and that will take it to halftime. The Steelers able to prevent some points from Dallas, but that does not mean they have the lead. They are currently down 6-3 as we go into halftime. I believe Dallas is going to receive the football when we come back. And let's just make sure as we go to halftime. Actually, no, the Steelers are receiving this. Oh yeah, the Steelers do receive the second half kickoff. This is why I don't talk about. This is why I don't. This is why you can't quote me on stuff because I don't know. But Steelers 2-1 when trailing at halftime this season. And Tomlin getting interviewed. I'm too lazy to pick up the headphones and turn up the volume right now. What did I want to see? There's something I wanted to see on Twitter. So yeah, Steelers receiving second half kickoff. What did I want to see on Twitter? Oh, the burner account. Here we go. Man, I gotta search this up. Oh, damn it. Here we go. Who is he followed by? There are so many people that think that oh god, this is so funny. There are so many people that they think that this is his burner. This is actually wild though. It's not following anyone. This account. This is so funny how they're calling out the Sean Watson. I love this. I actually love this. This is so funny. See, I want someone to ask him about this. if this is actually Deshaun Watson, then I don't see based off the way it's talking, like because of all the cursing and stuff like that, it leads me to believe that it's not really him. But if it's actually him, then it's gonna look really bad. Obviously, not worse than the stuff that he's done or been accused of beforehand. But it still would look really bad. All right, so I just coined out on that. Fields does not look like he's going to get over 185 and a half passing yards. I don't know if I want Najee Harris to get the ball or not. I'll be honest. Because I'm playing against him and I don't know. What does he have right now? So I'm currently losing by like .90 or .88 points right now. As long as he doesn't play, as long as he doesn't get that many more carries, I should be all right. If he gets over 80 yards, I don't know, or 60 yards, whatever it is. What the hell is going on with David and Njoku? The Browns are in such. They are so. I don't know. I don't know. Um. Oh my god, ESPN League. I don't think I'm playing against anybody in this game, so or ESPN League. So I think I'm good there. Am I? I think I am. Yeah, I'm good there. So nothing much to worry about there. I need Patrick Mahomes to come through tonight, bro. I need Patrick Mahomes, not tomorrow night. I need that brother to come through and dominate. Now listen, I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I need him tomorrow. I'm not a Chiefs fan at all. I need him to cook. Today we had some interesting upsets. I feel like was the Broncos game really an upset because I picked the Broncos. Fights to make after UFC 307. Pereira versus Ankalaev. Yeah, Ankalaev obviously has to beat Rockage. Roundtree versus Jamal Hill. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Pena versus Harrison. That's obviously the move. Could Harris? Here's a question: can Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison main event a card? I feel like that would be like in June or something. If it had to main event a card, it probably would have to be in February, March. Can that fight main event? No, I think Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. I think could definitely main event a card. That has the star power. But could Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison main event a card is a question that I have. Obviously not a fight night card, a pay per view card. Jose Aldo versus Dominic Cruz. I guess. I mean, they want to give him a legacy fight. I mean, you can do that, but like, I feel like giving him the younger guys would just not be the worst idea. And then Buckley versus Jack Della Maddalena. I feel like Maddalena has to go up a bit higher. Not a bad idea. This is by Full Violence on X. I guess Harrison. I see. Some people don't even like Kayla Harrison, so nobody really actually. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna take that back because nobody really likes Kayla Harrison or Juliana Pena. Because I mean, the fight that Harrison had it wasn't that great. The Pena fight I thought was better than what I expected. Now I thought that fight was gonna be terrible. It was better than what I expected it to be. Now, which isn't saying too much. Um, but yeah, I don't think that really could main event a card because just people don't like her. People just don't like them. Now maybe Harrison versus Nunes could just because Nunes is such a big star, but I don't know if Pena versus Harrison could. And also, we could see McGregor. McGregor's probably gonna fight in January. We're still so far away from that. Got like 3 months until that. No, hell, even October's going quick. We're almost a week into October. Tomorrow will be a week in October, and it feels like nothing. September went by quick. So, I mean, yeah, we're moving quickly here. Did I update? I did update this computer. I gotta, 1 second. I gotta look at something really quick. Mm, email, Gmail. Here we go. It should be in my Gmail. One second, guys. Okay. Alrighty. So check your Gmail really quick. Now, let's probably talk about some upcoming streams, I guess you could say, before we get into this second half. Some upcoming streams. Let's talk about it. So we have tomorrow is going to be um, Chiefs versus Saints. Tuesday will be Phillies versus Mets. Wednesday, I guess nothing on Wednesday. I don't think there is anything on Wednesday. Maybe the Phillies play. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, they probably play that day. And then Thursday night football. Because I don't think the Phillies would play that day. And then nothing Friday. Saturday's definitely up in the air. Most likely not. And Sunday night football. Obviously next Sunday night. And then I know we have I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do UFC 308 because that's the day of a dance that I have to go to. So UFC 308 up in the air, leaning towards probably not because the card starts at 2 and I don't know what time I leave. So that is TBD. But that's 20 days away, so That is TBD as we speak in the current moment in time. That's the stream coming up for the week. Streams coming up for the week, actually, as I should say. I can't let the Phillies play at 5 o'clock. Good though, I do. Probably shouldn't have that much homework actually on Tuesday, or so I should be able. I should be fine. Because obviously, St. Joe's prep very time and during school, and actually, our first episode of Committed to the Grind with Olin Chamberlain, 3-star uncommitted point guard for the prep will be out tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't even know myself. That will be out then. So make sure you guys stay tuned to WSJP's YouTube so you guys can watch that interview as we had a really good time. Filmed it on Friday. And we don't live stream those interviews just so just so everybody feels comfortable in the situation. So we don't live stream those. And yes, that'll be out on Monday or Tuesday. So make sure you guys listen to that when it comes out. And we're actually just about to start the third quarter here. Justin Fields, his average throw time, 3.4 seconds. That is the highest this season for him, as he's typically got the ball out really quickly, but has not done so tonight. Second game in Dak's career with 2 red zone turnovers in one game. Oh, Thursday Night Football. I got a haircut that day. Yeah, it's like a 6 or whatever. Something that's pissing me off about my hair, like on the sides, like right here, like my hair just like comes down like that, and it looks terrible. And it's actually been pissing me off. And we are kicking this one away to the Steelers, and we're going to get a return here. And that is the running back, Shampkin, who will get out past the 25. And we will start with the Steelers' offense. Mike McCarthy got an interview as he came out. 5th season as the Cowboys head coach. Last year on his contract, so it's going to be a race between Philadelphia and Dallas for Bill Belichick. I'll tell you that much, saying Sirianni loses his job. And I can't see the Cowboys keeping McCarthy on too much long. And Fields has to escape the pocket. And on the first play, Fields just running around, throws across his body and just throws it away. There were receivers in the area. And now there's a penalty. This looks like it's going to be roughing the passer. First play of the game, already a penalty on the Cowboys. Just already a penalty in general. What do you know? So this is going to be on Wheat. Let's see. Was it roughing the passer? Oh, yep. This is definitely going to be roughing the passer. I don't even think Fields flopped. He actually sent him flying. I think there was helmet-to-helmet contact. Okay. What are we doing here? Yeah, personal foul, roughing the passer. That was a shot that Wheat gave him, the defensive end. A 15-yard penalty, first down for Pittsburgh, and Fields got absolutely whacked, and hopefully he's okay. My ears are ringing just from that, and camera points to Kyle Allen, who is the backup, and they might have to take Fields out here as he got absolutely plummeted. It looks like the officials aren't going to force him to go out. All right, I believe they're not going to force him to go out. Sometimes the officials force the player to the sideline if they think that there's a potential concussion. Yeah, right. New York can say if a player should be looked at because he got absolutely whacked. Fields is still in the game, so all right. Well, we're going to continue here with medical observers and whatnot. And the head official talking to Justin Fields, and Fields says he's good. The official lets him go, and I'm a little surprised that they're letting him stay. I mean, normally they just they don't really ask the player; they just say you're done, and now they're forcing him to go. Well, what a weird sequence. Now they're gonna I guess it doesn't. I was gonna say because it doesn't matter if the player says I'm good. They can just. I mean, hell, the player could be like half dead, and they could say, "Yeah, I'm good." So, I don't understand why the official had to talk to him. If it comes from the medical people that he has to come out and be looked at, then he's got to come out and be looked at. All right. Anyway, this is probably going to be running for the rest of the drive because obviously Allen is not going to be throwing the ball. And I don't think they trust him. Power I formation for Pittsburgh, and if I'm Dallas, I'm just sending the house. And that is exactly what they're going to do. Here is Najee Harris. He gets about 4 there. And I'll bring up second down. And I guess Fields will be out for the rest of the drive. I don't really know the rule on um I don't really know the rule on how long they have to stay out for. The total yards, 202 for Dallas, 94 for Pittsburgh. Allen's actually going to throw here, and he throws over the middle. It is caught! First down! Pat Fryermuth past the 40, still on his feet, and now he's going to be brought down, and there was some just pushing and shoving. Broderick Jones even got in there, and finally Fryermuth caught it, and now here comes Justin Fields. He, I guess, passed with flying colors as he comes back in the game, and finally Fryermuth gets his hands on the football as he was one of the best tight ends last week, probably the top tight end last week. And now the Steelers at the 33-yard line, trips it here on the right. Fields will throws over the middle, caught. There's Van Jefferson, and there is an 8-yard gain, 7-yard gain. Second and 3. Listen, Kyle Allen made a good throw. I can't get mad at that, but it's obvious Fields needs to be in there. Second and 3. Fields will throw again. Has time. Throws over the middle. Caught. First down. Right back to Van Jefferson. And the Steelers are in the red zone now at the 15. They are starting to move the football. Harris in the backfield with Fields. They fake it to him. Fields just throws it in the flats to Fryermuth, who's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. My fantasy points. And it'll be second down. I'm not sure why you went into the flats. And there's only a loss of a yard there of forward progress. Pat Fryermuth, second in receptions on the team and second in receiving yards on the team this year. Second and 11, 2 tight ends out. Trip set on the left here. Pistol formation. Harris in the backfield. Fields will throw. He is throwing this one. Caught! Hayward! Touchdown! Justin Fields gets absolutely clocked on this drive, comes back in the game, and throws a touchdown here to the backup tight end, Connor Hayward. 6 plays, 72 yards, 3:10 taken off the clock for the first touchdown of the game. And I don't think anybody picked up Connor Hayward. You just have a single high safety here. And if you are a single high safety, Malik Hooker, that's your job. You got to pick him up. But he was over the center, Frazier, and those are really good plays. That's a really good play by the receiver to clear out everybody and kind of get Hooker in the mix. And that play is designed to get to Hayward. And Fields makes a really nice throw and passes for the touchdown. Pittsburgh, they take the lead. We'll see how Dallas can respond on their first drive. Really, really nice play there by Justin Fields. He gets absolutely clocked on that play. Comes back in after Kyle Allen starts it, and then he finishes the job. Oh, Manny Machado pulling the team together. I can't stand Manny Machado. I don't care what he does, whatever. I cannot stand Manny Machado. I don't care who you are, what your occupation is. I cannot stand Manny Machado. And I will never shy away from that opinion over that I hate Manny Machado. Oh my God! I'm looking on X right here. I saw some notification, and I thought Charles Oliveira dyed his hair blue because I saw he was wearing a hairnet. He gave his just got his firstborn son. I thought he dyed his hair blue. Oh my gosh! I got to be the dumbest person ever. The Cowboys really got to come out here and start playing. Oh yeah, that's the 100th career sack. I forgot T.J. Watt got his 100th career sack. I remember seeing that on the Brook, and they I forgot I saw that on the pregame broadcast or whatever, because then there was a and during the delay or whatever the hell. Oh man, JJ McCarthy tweeting out about if JJ McCarthy has to be biting his fingernails because of how Sam Darnold has looked. I don't think Sam Darnold will stay with the Vikings. I think he's going to get a big contract. He'll probably get like a Baker Mayfield type deal somewhere else. Because I just can't see the Vikings hanging on to him. Now, if he wins like MVP or like goes to the Super Bowl or something, then you kind of have to keep him around. But if he like goes out in the second round or something, and even now, CeeDee Lamb was talking to Dak on the sideline, and after that pick earlier, Dak has been accurate, 15 of 20, 188 yards, just has been turning the ball over. And he'll throw this one. He throws, caught by Tolbert, spins for the first down. And the Cowboys, I mean, they should probably have like, 18 points, maybe something around there. 18, 16, 20 points. They've just turned the ball over in the red zone way too much. Turned it over twice. They have 6 now, so it's 12, 18. They should have 18 points. Saying they got touchdowns. And this pass over the middle to Ferguson, incomplete. Mika Fitzpatrick on the coverage. I don't think the contact was really after 5 yards, or it was kind of close to there, so the penalty flag cannot be thrown, but Fitzpatrick definitely making a lot of contact. And I guess we're going to look at this one, or are we going to look at the Tolbert play again? No, we're going to look at that play. Now, he had Tolbert wide open. He did have his arms wrapped around him. That definitely does look like a penalty, but I don't know if it was after 5 yards or not. Here's Elliott, and he gets a 5 yard carry there. That'll bring up third down. And now Elliott will go to the sideline. I assume Dowdle will come in. 3rd and 5 coming up. We've not seen Dalvin Cook really much for the Cowboys. I don't even think I have him down. I think Cook's like not even like active or whatever. But anyway, 3rd and 5. Dak to throw. Drops back. He is going deep. It is caught! Turpin at the 30! And the Cowboys are starting to drive. That is what you needed if you are Dak Prescott. And Turpin, just a little stop and go here on the rookie Bishop. No safety help as they were trying to defend outside the numbers. And Prescott with a great ball. Turpin, 4 catches, 52 yards for him. Dak changing the play here. He definitely has a lot of time. Over 200 yards passing for Dak, 232. Steelers going to send the pressure. This pass blocked at the line of scrimmage. Was looking for CeeDee Lamb. And that was the safety Elliott who blocked it at the line. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Elliott here kind of got a little overzealous, got a little anxious here at the line. Tried to use his momentum, but then there's a false snap or a hard count or two counts, whatever you want to call it, but still able to get the pass deflection. 2nd and 10 from the 21. Dak will throw, and he is sacked! Penalty flag down. TJ Watt on the sack. That is his 101st career sack, saying that this penalty doesn't affect that. Looks like it's going to be, looks like it's on Dallas and it's going to be declined. Holding on Dallas on Tyler Smith. Penalty declined. And TJ Watt off the edge. Terrence Steele did not do the best job getting out of his stance, but Watt, great rip through. Watt is really over pursuing, but he's just so fast that it really doesn't even matter. But a great rip through there by Watt. And is able to get in on Dak. 3rd and 17 from the 28. Dak will throw. Has time. Throws over the middle. Caught by Ferguson. Taken down about 10 yards short. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Cowboys will send on the field goal unit. So once again, Dallas not in the red zone, but very close to it. Cannot get it done. They cannot put the ball in the end zone. And Brandon Aubrey will be sent back onto the field to attempt his 3rd field goal attempt tonight. 38 yards away for him. And good snap, good hold, and it is blocked! It is blocked! The field goal, and the Cowboys will once again come away with nothing. Just terrible for Dallas. Who blocked that? That was Loudermilk, the defensive tackle. Steelers loving it on the sideline. And we'll see if their offense can turn this into points when we come back. The Cowboys are they look lifeless. Their offense looks fine, but then they just end up looking lifeless when they get into this territory. I mean, Turpin with a great catch. And then the second they get in, they might need like a 70-yard bomb touchdown to get a touchdown, because it seems like when they get in the red zone, they just forget how to play. Nobody can get open then. It's just like TJ Watt just then finds a way to get a sack or something. I mean, this is not obviously a five-star classic game, but I mean, the Cowboys just look so hard to watch right now. The offense just looks bad. I mean, the block field goal, what are you gonna do? It happens. But the offense is just so bad when they get into the red zone. And if the Cowboys end up losing this game, it's gonna be talked about tomorrow morning that the Cowboys can't get it done when it really, really counts. Or when they need to get it done. I mean, they for the first 70 to 80 yards, they look like a good team. But then the second they get to the red zone, they can't figure it out. They can't figure out what to do. And that's the problem thus far with the Dallas Cowboys. Should be in the fourth quarter. Actually, the streak should be over. The game should be over by now, but because of that weather delay. What is this? A restaurant in the stadium with these really thin pancakes? All right, now the Steelers at the 27, their own 27, power I formation. Fake to Harris. Fields going to dump this one off to Harris in the backfield, who has some blockers in front. Najee Harris to the 40, to the 45, and brought down out of bounds. Past their own 45-yard line, and Justin Fields now looking good in the second half. Najee Harris also looking good. And you see Connor Hayward just comes out here, takes the defender with him, and almost dropped past there by Najee Harris, but give someone like Sayamalo credit. He makes a block behind. And of course, uh, my internet goes wacky. Oh, this is great. Now I can't see anything. This is incredible. Oh, isn't this absolutely incredible? All right, now it's second down. I don't even know what happened. Why is Kyle Allen? Why are they pointing to Kyle Allen on the sideline? No reason to be pointing to Kyle Allen right now. Second and 10. Fields will throw, has time, throws, caught, and that is by a Calvin Austin, and it'll bring up third down. Fields is not. I mean, in the second half, Fields has done a lot better getting the football off. In the first half, it was pretty bad. Third and four, Fields throws. The sideline drop by George Pickens. We have not seen much of Pickens tonight, and not the Cowboys, the Steelers not able to convert off the turnover. Field has missed some throws. I feel like on the times that he's been holding the football, those are the times where throws it incomplete. I think he starts panicking. But when he gets the football off, he's making some great throws. Steelers will punt this one away. And a fair catch called by Turpin. And this one's going to bounce into the end zone. And a penalty flag is down, of course. Oh boy, this game's going to go like till 12:30, isn't it? Not going to be good. Holding on the Cowboys. So this was originally going to be at the 20, half a distance to the goal, so it'll be at the 10. Now it's Vigil. And we're going to go to a commercial break. The Steelers not able to convert off the blocked field goal, so it will remain 10-6 with 7:23 remaining in the third quarter. All right, so we are back now. Taco Bell. Now, I've never had Taco Bell. I'm gluten free. Us gluten free people. We always get hated on. Always getting hated on. Ever since the last Super Bowl appearance for both teams, their playoff records have been terrible. So yeah, now at the 10, Dallas is with 7:23 remaining, and a handoff here to Dowdle, who will get 5 there on the carry. So it seems like the draws have been working for the Cowboys, and I might have given them 6 actually on the carry. Second down coming up. Second and 4. Power I formation for Dallas. Dak changing the play at the line. Handoff for to Dowdle, and he gets 3 there. Looks like they're going to mark him a little bit short of the first down. And it's going to be 3rd and 1. Dallas seems like they're hurrying to the huddle here. And I don't know, Dowdle might have reached the ball across. And I'm actually going to bring in Loop K. Cowboys 0 for 1 when they've had to get third down conversions in 1 to 3 yards. Here's a handoff to Luke Gay, and he will get the first down. Just barely, but just gets enough. And now 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. I know this game for us on the East Coast is getting to be very late. Getting to be very late, and it's not fun. As everybody's sleep schedule's messed up now. 1st and 10 from the 20. Dak will throw under pressure, throws over the middle, incomplete. Looking for CeeDee Lamb, threw it a bit low to him. Lamb has not really been involved thus far in the second half. Haven't seen much of him. It's going to be second down now, 2nd and 10. I'm trying to get Lamb a little bit more involved, especially. I mean, you did try to get him to him in the red zone, but you forced it to him. Lamb is in the slot now. There's a stack trip set on the right. Here comes the pressure. Dak throws over the middle. Caught. First down. Ferguson past the 30. And if Dak would have held on to that one for just a split second more, that ball was going to come out as he had someone on his back. I couldn't get the number on who it was, but Ferguson just comes out of the back of that stack set. And that was actually Nick Herbig, who's had a very big night. Almost had Dak there. Ferguson 5 catches, 60 yards for him. Handoff here to Dowdle, who will break a tackle and get the first down past the 45. And now Dallas is starting to move the football. As I've said, through the first 80 yards, 70 yards, they've looked fine. But once they get to the red zone, that's been their problem. So can they do that here? But you got to give credit. Terrence Steele blocked on the inside, allowed that D gap to get open. Or I'm sorry, the A gap to get open for Dowdle. And he was able to break through. 8 carries, 42 yards for him. 1st and 10. They will not be able to run the play, as I think there's going to be a false start penalty. Yep, false start on Dallas. And that is another problem that the Cowboys have had tonight. Penalties. CeeDee Lamb and actually Nick Herbig, who's had a great night thus far, is being helped to the medical tent. I didn't even notice that he got off the field. It's 1st and 15 now. TJ Watt also on the sideline without his helmet. I assume he's just taking a break as he has played a lot of snaps tonight. He might be taking this drive off. Maybe he'll get in if the Cowboys get to the red zone, as they probably will need him there. 1st and 15. Dak will throw, and another penalty. Another false start going to be called on the Cowboys, and they are going backwards. And that is going to be on the backup Bass, who is replacing Tyler Guyton tonight. Actually, he's technically replacing Tyler Smith, who's moved over to left tackle. And another false start penalty on the Dallas Cowboys. That is their 9th penalty in this game. Now it's 1st and 20. You got a long ways to go if you are the Cowboys. 1st and 20. Fake to Elliott. Dak throws over the middle. Caught. That is Schoonmaker. And I'll bring up 2nd down. I don't think he got all the yards back, but got some. TJ Watt just drowned himself in water. So Schoonmaker got 8 yards back, and it looks like TJ Watt is absolutely exhausted. I mean, you didn't expect to be playing. This game should be over right now. So I'm sure both teams are tired, and they just haven't been expecting to play this late into the night. 2nd and 12. Dak will throws towards the sideline, caught by Tolbert, cannot break the tackle. Great tackle there by Joey Porter Jr. Didn't really get low enough, but he brought him down really above his waist, and not a bad tackle at all. 3rd and 5 coming up, and TJ Watt back in there, and it's probably the right decision to put him in there for a 3rd down play, as he is your top defensive playmaker. Here it is, 3rd and 5. Big play coming up for Dallas. Dak, he will throws towards the sideline, caught by Tolbert, 1st down with the forward progress, and the Cowboys will continue to move. First and 10 now from the 41-yard line. Turpin in motion. Dak will throw. Looking for Turpin. Can't get it to him, though, as he's covered in the backfield. Dak's just going to throw this one. It is caught! No, incomplete. Never mind. Sorry. That would have been a great catch there by the 3rd string, Span Ford. And oh yeah, that definitely hit the ground. I didn't see that part, I'll be honest. I didn't see it hit the ground. Yeah, that definitely is incomplete. And Herbig is going to go to the locker room on his own power, but he is limping. So we'll see if he returns tonight. Handoff to Dowdle on the draw. And the draws were working earlier, but they only get about 3 on that one. And in comes CeeDee Lamb. This drive has taken up 11 plays, 52 yards, 5:38 off the clock. And Pittsburgh cannot be happy with Dallas keeping their defense on the field for this long. And if you're the Cowboys, you've taken up so much time, and you got about 20 yards till the red zone, 19 yards till the red zone, or whatever. 3rd and 7. Dak will throw. He drops back deep. He is going to be sacked. He trips or got tripped up, and he is sacked. The Cowboys are going to maybe stay on the field. There's a penalty flag. Holding on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Bishop Jr., the rookie, had a good first half, but gave up that play earlier to Turpin over the middle, and now holds Turpin, and he really didn't even need to hold him as he had safety help from KZ. I'm not really sure why he needed to do that, and I don't even think actually anybody tripped Dak. I think he just tripped himself. I mean, there's wet turf right now, so it's going to be 1st and 10 here from the 32. Here's a handoff to Dowdle up the gut, and he'll get about 3 there. 2nd down. We're officially under a minute remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down now. Cowboys do need at least to run one more play before the end of the quarter. 2nd and 7 now coming up. And let's see. I'm interested to see if Dallas gonna. Looks like they're gonna run it. Dak is changing the play now. Tolbert's actually going to move to the outside. So now I'm interested to see. They will hand it off to Dowdle, who gets tripped, and he's marked about a yard or 2 short of the first down. And this will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 3rd and 1 when we come back. Cam Hayward now on the sideline. And I don't think Dallas is going to snap this, as I think they maybe want to try and draw the Steelers off sides before the end of the quarter. And they will not snap it. So that will do it for the 3rd quarter. All right. And now the Cowboys, I'm just going to say it again, convert in the red zone, and you will be fine. If you just convert in the red zone, nothing will happen. You will be just fine. Just get a touchdown and just convert in the red zone. And we are in Monday Morning Football. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Morning Football. Who's excited for Monday Morning Football, baby? So you're in the mid. You're in the central. You got central time, so you got it all right over there. But yeah, it's over here. It's we got a bed thanks to the delay. 3rd and 1 now from the 24-yard line. Handoff to Dowdle. First down. Not in the red zone yet, so they might just want to keep it that way. Now from the 22-yard line. Handoff to Dowdle, a toss to Dowdle, and he is going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. And that is Herbig, or I'm sorry, Wilson, who brings him down. And a great tackle there from the off-ball linebacker spot. And he really makes a nice play there. He was quick to the ball and everything. Just got off a block from Bass. And really nice tackle there. Brought him down. Yeah, really nice tackle. 3rd-round pick out of NC State. Actually, he was highly looked at. I remember him. He is fast. Dak throwing on the run. Wide open! Touchdown! Rico Dowdle! And the Cowboys finally put points up on the board that mean a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here. 16 plays, 90 yards, over 8 minutes off the clock. And you see CeeDee Lamb just taking out everyone, leaves a one-on-one between Dowdle and Elliott, and Elliott just kind of jogged. Didn't really make much of an effort unless he got hurt. But it left Dowdle wide open, and I don't think Elliott even expected that ball to go to I don't think Elliott expected the ball to go to Dowdle, but it did. Aubrey makes the kick, and it's 13-10. The Cowboys finally able to put points up on the board that mean touchdown. And we'll see how the Steelers can respond when we come back. Finally, I flipped the paper over around early this time, so I didn't have to look down when in the middle of the drive when I don't know someone's name. Look at me go. So we're going in, stuck in the 4th quarter here. Clutch time, crunch time, whatever you want to call it. And this is the time where both teams are gonna have to show up. This is gonna have to be the time. All right. And now we are back. We got to see how the Steelers respond here on this drive. And they need quick points. 13:51 remaining. So there's still time left in this very close game. Not too much scoring today, but it's still very close. And now here is the backup running back, Shampkin on the return, gets out to the 35. And now here come the Steelers. Western Pennsylvania, cradle of Hall of Fame QBs. George Blanda, Johnny Unitas, Joe Namath, Joe Montana, Dan Marino, Jim Kelly, Gene Monet. Western Pennsylvania, coaches with 100-plus wins: Mike Ditka, Marvin Lewis, Bill Cowher, Mike McCarthy, Chuck Knox, Marty Schottenheimer. Lots of Western Pennsylvania guys. And here is Najee Harris on the first play, and he gets about 4. And here's a fake to Harris. Fields will throw. He throws near the sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Pickens, but I don't know if there was miscommunication. Just wasn't really a good throw. McCarthy hanging out with Dak Prescott. Is Dak Prescott hanging out with Mike McCarthy's family or something? Third and 5. Steelers 1 for 8 on third downs. Fields will throw. He drops back and he just threw it to nowhere. And there was a penalty down. The fumble, if this is a fumble, it's recovered by Pittsburgh and it's a first down. It was recovered by Pickens. I think there was a penalty flag thrown, and I think they're going to rule this a fumble, and Pittsburgh's going to try and run this play before there's a review. And yeah, that looks like they're going to hold. I don't know what's going on. I don't think this is a fumble. I don't think this is a fumble, but yeah, there's no way that's a fumble. That's got to be reviewed. And yeah, it's turned over to be 4th and 5 because there was no way that was a fumble. And the Steelers will punt this one away. And now Turpin calls for a fair catch. This one's going to bounce to the 14, so not a bad punt there. Cowboys going to have to go a far distance to get a touchdown. A field goal would make it a touchdown game. A touchdown would make it a 2-score game. And 12:54 remaining. We'll be back. Still grinding this one out. And now, if the Cowboys can score and take up some time, I mean, this game's pretty much done. And here's the first play from the scrimmage. This ball tipped in the air from at the line of scrimmage, and it's incomplete. All right, second and 12 now coming up. Handoff to Elliott, and he gets about three there, and it'll bring up third down. And now it seems like there's an injury on the play. We have a man down, and I think that is Zach Martin, and he's holding his leg up in the air. That's not good. Zach Martin, the starting right guard, has been an all pro, many Pro Bowl selections, and that is the anchor to their O line. Will be third and six when we come back. All right. I wonder if that injury is like serious to Zach Martin, because um, I mean, let me tell you something. They need him. They really need him right now. Also, somebody got to bring up who this guy. I keep forgetting to bring him up. This guy, Ashawn Genty for Boise State. I mean, this guy is actually making me interested in watching Boise State games. I mean, who is this guy with like over 1,000 rushing yards in just a few games now in the Heisman race? I mean, what the hell is going on today? Next Sunday night, the Bengals versus the Giants. The Bengals have just had such a slow start to the year, 1-4. They've been competitive. It's just they can't seem to just find a way to win. Third and six. Dak, he's gonna pitch this one to Dowdle, who gets the blocks on the outside, cuts inside, first down and more, past the 30 of the Cowboys, and a first down. Dowdle is looking really good tonight. 14 carries, 69 yards for him. Fake to Elliott. Here's a pass caught and getting actually a little bit more than maybe he could have should have gotten was Span Ford, the third string tight end. Dowdle is rushing yards per game, 33 and a half through 4 weeks, 69 tonight. That's the second most rushing yards he's had in his career. A very good night for Rico Dowdle. 2nd and 3 coming up. Hand off here to Elliott. And he puts his shoulder down, able to get the first down. And the clock is continuing to tick. We have some fights here now. Penalty flag. Penalty flag after the play. Let's see who it's going to be on. And now we have an injured man. Leal, the defensive end for the Steelers. And he must have been caught in the problem or the scuffle. I'm not necessarily sure. I guess we'll get a replay here. Personal foul on the offense. So it'll be first down. Hoffman, who's replacing Martin, got the unnecessary roughness penalty. So it will be a first down. They will just be moving 15 yards back. And what did he do? Did he So he didn't even start it. He just retaliated, and he got penalized for it. He pushed, and then he got pushed by Benton, the defensive tackle, and then he pushed back, and then he got penalized. Then he got in his face. I don't agree with I don't see. I hate how they always penalize the guy who retaliates, though. That's like the big problem with the referees. And this Leal is still down. Really hasn't moved that much, and seen a lot of injuries tonight. We'll be back. It's a shame we've seen all these injuries. A lot of injuries on the Cowboys' offensive line, too, which is going to be a problem here. And they just lost 15 yards, so they're back in their own territory. I think they were in their territory regardless, but you get my point. I can't believe I'm doing Monday morning football. That's unbelievable. All right, 30% on this thing. Let's turn the brightness down a little bit. Just so I don't... First and 10 for the Cowboys. Prescott drops back deep. He is going deep. It is intercepted. Joey Porter Jr. on the interception. Dak's third turnover tonight. His second pick of the night. Porter trying to get some blocks, and he gets taken down by Ferguson. at the Pittsburgh 35. And Joey Porter Jr., I believe that's his first pick of the year. And Joey Porter Sr.'s loving it. That is the Dallas's third turnover tonight. 3 by Dak. And Porter, who's defended, picked up Tolbert, who was in the slot, was able to get that pick. Here's a toss to Najee Harris. And now Harris gets flipped over. About a 2-yard gain. Second and 7 now coming up for the Steelers. Fields going to take this one himself, and he is going to get about 5 there. Going to be marked about 2 yards short of the first down. They haven't really thrown the ball that much at all tonight. I really just don't think they trust Fields tonight because he has not gotten the football out of his hands. He seems like he's panicking whenever he's holding the ball for like over 2 seconds, which is kind of scary. Now it's 3rd and 2. Pittsburgh, when they have to go 1 to 3 yards to convert a third down, they're 1 for 2 tonight. Fields hands, they're going to take it himself, actually, and he will get the first down, barely. Actually, no, they're literally going to mark him a yard short. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're going to try and... This game seems like it's going to end soon. I don't know why Fields just didn't put his shoulder down and just go forward. I think he might be short. It looks like he's short of the first down. I think they're going to bring the chains out. And let's see. And now they're going to give it to him. First down. First down here for Fields. He's under pressure. He throws, caught by Van Jefferson. Great throw by Fields under pressure. Give him credit for that. Only an 8-yard gain, but that could have been about a 10-yard loss if he would have got sacked. Now here's Harris. And Harris, he gains a yard there. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. The Devil's Curry hair. Now that I have never heard before in my entire life. I don't know if that's a good thing. It don't sound like it, but I have never heard that one before. 3rd and 1. Fake to Harris. I don't even know if you call that a fake. Fields throws on the rung. Oh, incomplete. Hayward got popped. Bad wrestlers here. Now, I don't wrestle, but I love professional wrestling. So maybe it's my love for professional wrestling. And he tried to throw it to Hayward across his body, and Hayward just, oh God, that got popped out. Great punch there by, oh my God, I didn't flip the paper. Great punch there by, I don't even, Linfu. And now, will they do this tush push again? Or a timeout's going to be called by Pittsburgh, their first of the half. Now, you see, I've tried backflips before, and let's just say that they didn't work out for me. Lucky that I'm still alive because I tried flipping. I keep forgetting Joey Porter Jr. played for Penn State. That's my guy. Well, I mean, backflip's a backflip. Well, I don't know if cheat is the best way to promote then, but I won't. I won't judge. Fourth down, handoff to Harris. He definitely got it. First down. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't. I think that I'll just stick to. Oh yeah, I know. I've heard his name. Yes. I think I'll just stick to the sitting in this chair and commentating and broadcasting and yelling about the sports and whatnot. I'll stick to that. I definitely have heard the name. I believe. First down here for the Steelers. Fields will throw. Throws this one deep. It is dropped by Jefferson. Oh, you're a veteran. That's great. Well, thank you. Thank you for your service. In the future, I mean, I haven't really seen much of him. I've heard the name, but if you say so, I won't disagree with you at all. Second and 10. Fields has to escape the pocket. He throws on the run, caught, and about a 9-yard gain here for Brandon Johnson, the receiver. Third down coming up. Maybe close it, but damn. Jiminy. Got some stories, man. Third and 1. Fields will throw. And throws this one over the middle. Caught by Pickens. First down. There is a penalty flag at the line of scrimmage. Pickens at the 15. Knocked out of bounds at the 11. We'll see if this stands. And now there's another penalty at the end of the play. Still Baker Mayfield. Wow. Gee, man, you know just about everybody. You got a lot of people, man. So penalties both by the defense, offense, and that'll be declined. So there's a personal foul. Late hit out of bounds on the defense. That'll be accepted. An extra 15 yards added to the end of the play. Donovan Wilson, the safety. Haven't heard his name at all tonight. And just makes us call it for the wrong reason. 11 penalties for Dallas tonight. Under 6 minutes to play, 5:48 remaining. First and goal from the 6. Handoff to Harris, who tries to cut back and is brought down and gains about a yard. And there's still some fighting going on. Austin, and I couldn't see this guy in the secondary who's fighting in this game, has gotten so chippy tonight between both teams. Jordan Lewis looks like he was in the scuffle, and there has just been so much fighting. Jimmy gets a ring of bigger wins Super Bowl. G-Man, hey. I'm an Eagles fan. Now, I did not know that if they had like personal traders and stuff like that, they get a ring. I did not know that. Sick from the 6. Fields dumps this one off to Freiermuth, who gets into the end zone for a touchdown. That little that like Kansas City pitch thing to Kelsey, they did it to Freiermuth. Looked like Kansas City. 12 plays, 63 yards, 5:32 taken off the clock, and Pittsburgh retakes the lead. But yeah, I'm an Eagles fan. My Phillies got the win today over the Mets, thank God. Under 5 minutes to play, and the Cowboys are going to need something quick, as this is going to be a touchdown game, saying Boswell makes the extra point. And that little shovel pass to Freiermuth, and then he just put his shoulder down and used his power to get into the end zone. And the PAT is good. Yes, the Mets broadcast. I said the Mets broadcasters, they're not bad. It's just they are very, very. It's just so people are very, very biased. I just think it's because the New York market, but and great pulls from the offensive line for Pittsburgh. Give them credit. And then Freiermuth breaks a tackle, and then it's really just the offensive line helping him out, making them blocks upfield, and he puts his shoulder down. I thought this was a dead play because Fields was just not moving, and I was like, "Oh, this is a dead play, isn't it?" And then he flipped it to Freiermuth, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And they're trying to say this is intentional man down or illegal man downfield. Oh, they might have gotten away with it. Yeah, illegal man downfield on Moore, the left tackle. Yeah, they probably got away with that before the pass. So they might have got away with it, but they still score. And the media's going to eat that one up tomorrow morning if the Cowboys lose. They're going to say, "Oh, it's rigged for the Cowboys. They screwed the Cowboys or whatever." Super Bowl 52, I was live. Eagles won. Pick the Eagles. Got one. Nice. That is great. See, that was the time when I just didn't overanalyze everything on football. So I remember just picking the Eagles. I remember the NFC Championship game watching my grandfather, and he was just so like he just thought the Eagles were going to get crushed, and I just had so much hope in them. I don't know what it was. And here is Dowdle on the carry, 6 yards. Super Bowl 11, Vikings versus Raiders. G-Many. That's a long time ago. I will tell you that much. And here is Dowdle, first down, gets past the 40. And got fired. Damn. And then he turned out to be one of the greatest announcers of all time. There's a penalty flag, and is this going to be too many men on the field? Timeout by Pittsburgh. So that's their second of the half. And I hate when teams use these timeouts in these close situations because you need these timeouts down the stretch. Yeah, I think there was too many men on the field. No, there would have been too many men on the field if the Cowboys would have snapped it. Got to get your personnel right, especially within 5 minutes of the game. All right, so the Steelers down the one timeout. Cowboys have all three. Power I formation for the Cowboys. Hand off to Dowdle again. He's going to try and get through that A gap, and he only gets a few there. Gets about two. Steelers try to pop the ball out, not able to do so, and it's now second down. I really don't want to have to pull out the charger tonight because it's too late. I'm going to get not going to work out for me. Second down and 10. Dak throws, caught, Lamb. Finally get it to him in the second half, and let's see where they mark him down. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be a big call, and it looks like they're going to mark him a bit short. Elliott in the backfield, 3rd and 1. Steelers are definitely sending the house there off that snap. It looked like they were going to send everyone. Here's a toss to Elliott on the outside. He got it. I want to say Cowboys never playing. Oh, it's not even. It's not Heinz Field anymore, is it? Actually, I don't know. Is it not Heinz Field? I don't even remember. Don't think it's Heinz Field. I think it's something else now. I think Elliott got it. I don't want to. All right, looks they gave it to him. Cowboys do have to just run one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dak will throws over the middle, caught by Tolbert, who's had a big game tonight. About 8 there on the reception. We'll see if the Cowboys run one more snap. I don't think they will, as I'm sure they want to try and take this down as far as they can. So the Steelers don't get the ball back with any time, saying they score a touchdown. And maybe they'll try and draw them off sides. I don't know. The Cowboys still have all 3 timeouts, so it's not like they need the 2-minute warning. And they will snap it. They'll give it to Dowdle, who will get the first down and more. Dowdle gets the 33. And now that we are officially at the 2-minute warning, right on the 2-minute mark, the Cowboys down 17-13, but they have the ball in Steelers territory. They haven't done too well in Steelers territory. Only one touchdown that has come in this half. We'll see if they can get it done. 33 is, well, that's a good fact. That's a. See, I don't know Japanese. Was it? I don't know if there's Japanese in my school. Is there? I think there's Chinese in my school. I don't think there's Japanese. I take Latin and Spanish. I think I have Chinese, but not. Or there is Chinese. Yes, it does say 4K on there. Honestly, I think the Cowboys should be able to score. I think this defense is absolutely cooked because they're really tired. I mean, you saw guys taking a long breaks on the sideline because they needed it, helmet off and everything. First and 10 now for Dak and company. After the 2-minute warning, handoff to Dowdle, who will spin off a defender, and he's only going to get about 1.5 yards. Still, the Cowboys have timeouts. Second and 9, Dak will throw, has time, and I think his ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. It's incomplete. It's now third down. All right, next year then. This battery is low. Still 54 minutes left on it, but Dak throws on 3rd and 9. This pass is caught, and a first down by Ferguson, breaking off 2 defenders. And the Cowboys, with still all 3 timeouts, continuing the drive down the field. And he just broke off the cornerback Jackson, and now Dak here gets it to Luke in the backfield. Luke with blockers in front, to the 10, to the 5, down to the 4-yard line with just 52 seconds remaining. And I'm sure the Steelers, I don't know who's going to call timeout. Do you think the Steelers are going to use it? Someone needs to call timeout. I doubt the Cowboys would need to use it. Been watching football since what? I've been watching football since 9:45 or 10 o'clock, whatever the time was I woke up. And then the Phillies. I've been watching sports all day. Only time I wasn't watching sports was from 7:30 to 8:40 or whatever. So the Cowboys used their first time out. Very interesting. They really didn't need to. I guess they didn't want to try it, have any delay game penalty or whatever. I think it's got to go to Lamb. Lamb's actually, you could probably run this to start. I would say run it, run pass, or no, because I'd say run it because you still. I forgot you have to score a touchdown. You don't have to take. You can't just settle for a field goal. Here we go from the 4. And fake actually to Dowdle. Dak. He is gonna run. Dak. I don't know. Did he get there? They're not gonna give him the touchdown. Looks like they're gonna mark him down at the 1. 46 seconds remaining now. Good job by Dak. He didn't try to extend it. Actually, he kind of did. He might have almost lost it. He definitely is not there. Yeah, just about it. The half-yard line, 1-yard line, whatever. Yeah, it's the 1 inch. There's a few inches. Yeah, just short. Probably, I'd say just at the 1 maybe. Second and goal. 36 seconds remaining. And I don't know what the hell they're reviewing. They're not really telling us anything. All right, so second and goal. Didn't really tell us anything. Second and goal now. Yeah, the half-yard line. I mean, 1 yard line, half-yard line. I mean, come on. So Dallas or 10 is there a 10-second runoff? Someone's being charged a timeout. Here's a handoff. Dowdle. Oh my god, he fumbled. Oh my god, he fumbled. Dak just recovered. Oh my god. Oh my god, he fumbled. Dak recovered at the 4 yard line. Oh my god, that would have been the funniest thing ever. Oh my god. Well, can't push now. Now they're like at the 4. And someone came flying in. That was Roberts, the linebacker, just came flying in from that off ball linebacker spot. Literally came flying in like a superhero and popped that out. Oh my god, that would have been a complete disaster. That would have been the greatest thing ever as an Eagles fan. Third and goal with 30 seconds remaining. This one goes into OT. I don't know what anyone's going to do. Third down. Dak throws back of the end zone. Incomplete. Going for Tolbert. Never like one Eagles player? Damn. Can't like Donovan McNabb or one of my favorite players ever was Brent Selleck, Darren Sproles. Those are two. Nelson Aguilar. Who don't love Nelson Aguilar? Alshon Jeffrey. I'm kind of Jason Kelsey. Everybody likes Jason Kelsey. And a timeout being called, I assume. Yeah, but Dallas going to use their final timeout. It all comes down to this. I don't see how it can't go to Lamb. Well, I've lost the majority of my stakes here tonight as Dak refused to throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb. Oh man, I don't even know if I can't even be biased here because if the Cowboys win this game, every team in the division won, and the Eagles had a bye. Oh man, this is tough. I think Tomlin just used his final timeout now. Wants the Cowboys to change formations. Oh boy, this has got my blood pumping. Yeah, Randall Cunningham was great. I've seen some of his highlights. He was ahead of his time. The way he can move. I think he's someone that could do well in today's NFL. Oh boy. From the 4, Ferguson in motion. You see Lamb on an island on the left. Dak, he will throw. He drops back. Can't find anyone. Throws into the end zone. It is caught! A touchdown to Jalen Tolbert! And Dak Prescott gets it done! 15 plays, 70 yards, 4:36 taken off the clock. Jerry Jones getting hugs. He has a smile on his face. And both teams put everything into this final play. And it is Dallas who comes away with the score. And it's definitely going to be offsides here on Pittsburgh. Listen, if the Cowboys do end up winning this, it's not going to be a good win. I don't think it's not going to put me in there. It's not going to put them in the top 5 NFL teams. But yeah, the AFC playoff race is obviously a lot bigger because you don't even know if Cincinnati's going to come back. Neutral zone infraction. Wait, are they going to enforce? They're going to enforce it on the try. Yeah, not tiebreaker game. Josie, I appreciate the love after this long stream, and I thought the Cowboys were going to try for 2. I was like, there's no way. They're going to stick with the field goal, make it a field goal game. Pittsburgh has 20 seconds with no timeouts to try and get a field goal. As I doubt touchdown is even in this decision, and they will once again intentionally jump off sides. Or is it a false start? I don't freaking know. Neutral zone infraction again. Mika Fitzpatrick. Do they just want them to go for 2? Like, I'm so lost. I guess they think they're not getting this. They're getting these. Is Tolbert like hurt? Tolbert's now limping. He might have gotten hurt on that play, and now Aubrey will make the PAT to make it a 3-point game. It is 20-17. And just crossing routes here from Tolbert and Turpin. And Tolbert gets picked up a bit late. The man defending him, that was Elliott. He got a little caught up in the crossfire, which resulted in him. Yeah, you see Lamb kind of just got him away from there. Got him away from Tolbert from a split second and just gave him just enough space to make the throw. So that is definitely a great play by Lamb. And then Dak finds him. Good throw, good catch. Perfect way to get the touchdown if you are the Cowboys. Of course, the Cowboys always catch the breaks. Man, this is a killer for Pittsburgh. You started out 3-0, and now you have now you might be losing 2 straight games if you lose this one. TJ Watt was not in there for that 4th down. He's got to be absolutely exhausted. And this is going to be a return here for Pittsburgh. And Shampkin will get out there. Not too far. 15 seconds for Justin Fields and company. They're going to have to get out of bounds. Boswell's going to have to at least start to warm up. Anything can happen in the NFL. We've seen crazier things. Cowboys obviously going to play deep, only going to rush 3. Fields. He is under pressure. He is just going to throw this one. It is incomplete, almost intercepted. That would have ended the game. overshown the linebacker, almost ended it there. And now there's just 7 seconds. And if you're Pittsburgh, I don't know. Do you do you play the lateral game, or do you just try to go back and get the field goal? I mean, I guess you could try to just do something with it, and then you can maybe play the lateral game. You just got to get the ball off quick. Fields going to throw this one in the flats, caught by Pickens, and they will play the lateral game. This one thrown back to Sayamalo, and here is Fields. Now Freiermuth just throws it back, and now it's all on the ground, and the Cowboys will pick it up, and that will end the game, and I'm done. It's 1 o'clock right now. I gotta go. Thank you guys for the stream. Make sure you guys subscribe to the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Living the Great Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Run the Cow Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at Run the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Run the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. Make sure you guys go follow me on Twitter at Run the Great Podcast. And as always, Run the Great out. Peace.